So tell me how you felt when you realized Carla was actually missing.
When I couldn't find Carla, I knew immediately that something bad happened to her. And I was scared. I was more scared than I've ever been in my life. It reminded me of like when you're a kid and you do something wrong, that feeling that you get in the pit of your stomach because you knew it was just a matter of time before someone found out what you did. That's how it felt.
But you claimed that you had nothing to do with her disappearance. So maybe you can explain to me why you would feel like that.
Because I knew right away. No one was ever going to believe me.
It has been nearly 3 days since 28-year-old Carla Marks was first reported missing by her husband, and authorities are still searching for any clues as to the woman's whereabouts. Police are still questioning the husband, but as of now, there is no word as to whether or not they believe foul play was a factor. Police and search parties continue to comb the nearby area, including the surrounding woods, for any sign of Marks, but so far, little is known of her possible whereabouts.
I arrived at the scene at approximately 6:20 a.m. The first thing I noticed when I arrived is that Mr. Marks did seem to be genuinely concerned for the safety of his wife. He was adamant that something had happened to her, though he never specified what he thought that was. He just kept making statements such as, "No one's going to believe me, and everyone's going to think I'm making this up," things like that, which seemed a little odd at the time.
I had no idea if the police were going to believe me or not. I mean, hell, I didn't even know what I believed. I just knew that Carla was gone, and I was positive that it had something to do with that place.
Mr. Marks claimed he left the building to go out to the car, and when he returned, she was gone. He then spent the next few hours looking for her before becoming concerned enough to contact the police. I did think the whole thing was a bit suspicious, but there were several explanations that had to be considered before pointing any fingers at him.
How do you convince someone, especially the police, that you think your wife is a victim of a paranormal event? I mean, it almost sounds crazy coming out of my mouth right now.
I did a search of the property. There didn't seem to be any signs of struggle or anything indicating that a crime had taken place. And at that point, the sun was just about up and I was unsure of how to proceed, so I called for backup. And I'll be honest, from everything I saw at the scene, it did appear that Carla had just vanished.
I remember lying in bed when the phone rang. It was about 7 o'clock in the morning. I remember thinking it was strange that the phone was ringing so early in the morning. I thought it must be some kind of mistake, a wrong number perhaps. Nancy offered to get it, but I was already pretty much up, so I answered it myself.
I remembered John answering the phone, and I knew immediately before he even said a word that something was wrong. Some might call it a mother's intuition, but I knew right away that something had happened to Carla.
I still thought it might be a wrong number until the voice at the other end said my name. I knew right away it was Brian. He then told me that Carla was missing.
John got off the phone and he told me that Carla was missing, but there was a search party out looking for her. So in that moment, I felt I was relieved. I mean, I didn't think they weren't going to find her.
Once the police started the search, they kept me away from the area. I wanted to help out, but they wouldn't let me. They just kept interviewing me and asking me questions. Same questions over and over again. That's when I knew they didn't believe me.
There was so much going on. I mean, Nancy and I made phone calls. We contacted the media. We helped with the search party. It was just a frenzy of emotions.
You hear stories, about people going missing and never found, but when it's someone you know, you just automatically assume they're going to be found. I had hope that everything would still be all right, I didn't realize how foolish that idea really was.
It was after they called off the search that the reality of the situation just came crashing down around us. Just as quickly as it all started, it seemed like everyone just forgot about Carla. Nancy and I were left to deal with this all by ourselves, and all we had were questions and no answers.
Carla and Brian met in 2009, I think. We were just about to graduate from college. That's actually how her and Brian met, at a paranormal convention on campus. He was there with a group of his friends. They were all part of an amateur paranormal group. They hit it off right away and started dating right away, and it wasn't long before Brian eventually proposed to her.
The supernatural was something that always interested both of us, and I guess you could say it's the one thing that brought us together.
I knew Carla and Brian mainly on a professional level. My husband and I run Horror News Network, which is a horror website, very similar to what they do, so we would see them at conventions. They were very much liked in the horror community, which was why it was so shocking when she disappeared.
Carla was in love with Brian from the start. You could just tell right away. And everyone in the family really seemed to like him. The only problem was Carla's father. He didn't seem to approve of their lifestyle.
I knew that her father didn't really approve of it, but I never forced her into anything.
While most girls were spending their money on clothes and makeup, Carla was spending her money on EMF detectors and audio equipment.
In fact, it was actually Carla who had the idea for the website. It gave her a chance to immerse herself in all of her passions, writing, photography, the paranormal. It was the perfect job for her.
I didn't like all that supernatural ghost crap they were into. I especially didn't like them roaming around all these strange and secluded places all by themselves. I was always afraid something like this was going to happen one day.
He just doesn't believe in the paranormal, and it's something he definitely doesn't want to talk about.
No, I don't believe in that nonsense. I think it's a bunch of make-believe and stories people like to tell each other in order to scare each other. And frankly, it's not Christian. The Bible doesn't ever mention ghosts.
Do you believe in angels?
Of course.
So you believe in angels, but you don't believe in spirits?
I believe in the Holy Spirit. And angels, well, they're not human. They're God's messengers, his way of connecting heaven and earth. And when people die, their soul ascends into heaven, which would mean there'd be no such thing as ghosts, would there?
So tell us about this investigation that you were on.
We were investigating a place called the Devil's Well in Connecticut. It's believed by some that the well is actually a gateway or portal to hell.
Now, one of our more popular legends is about the Devil's Well, and it has sort of a dark past, which is why there have been a lot of sort of colorful stories associated with it.
I think New England in general, due to its location and the history of the area, that has quite a bit of paranormal activity.
We encourage our readers to write into us and suggest places that they think that we should investigate, and one of our readers emailed us about the Devil's Well, and it sounded interesting, so we thought we'd check it out.
I have never been to the Devil's Well. I think it's someplace I'd like to check out. I'm a little curious and intrigued by it.
The well just seemed like a normal well, I guess. the weirdest thing about it was that it was in the middle of this basement. It just didn't seem like it belonged there, you know?
No one knows who actually built the well, but the first recorded information about who actually owned the property relates to a family called Woods. In the early 1700s, they bought the place. It was a mother, a father, and 2 daughters, Mary and Margaret. There was some kind of an accident. Mary ended up dead at the bottom of the well. Of course, the family claimed that she had just slipped and fallen in, but what was strange is that her sister Margaret said no, she had not slipped, that Mary had flung herself into the well and committed suicide.
I don't consider myself like a religious person, so I don't necessarily believe that it leads to hell, but one thing I can say is there definitely is a strong negative energy in that place.
Now, in 1915, a man named Henry Kidder bought the property, and he bought it because he wanted to put up a textile mill, which he did, and it was very successful. Lots of the local people were employed here, but there were strange rumors about his personal life, especially his fascination with the dark arts and the occult. And it didn't help any that he built the mill right on top of the well, and he built a room around the well, very specifically designed, but no one knows why he did that. Ever since then, well, the well was kind of associated with dark doings, shall we say.
We got called to that area a lot, claims of Satanists and devil worshippers. Of course, it was the 80s, the whole satanic panic was in full swing.
Everything was quiet up there until the 80s when there was some kind of an incident.
I never liked getting called to that place. And on this particular night, there was definitely something off.
The police were called, there was an altercation, and the police officer was stabbed, and another man was shot.
I observed a bunch of people in hooded robes, and there's this naked girl standing in front of them. And I immediately noticed that she had blood on her. I drew my weapon, I ordered everybody to get down. And they turned around, they looked at me. I couldn't see their faces. Either they were wearing masks or their faces were painted. But I could tell from their demeanor, they weren't scared of me. They were pissed, they were angry. I was interrupting whatever they were up to. I didn't see the suspect come up behind me, but I felt a sharp pain in my back. I turned, I realized I had been stabbed. So I started firing my weapon several times. I don't know how many people I hit, but only one guy, one suspect went down. Everybody else fled. They were never found. As far as what they were doing down there, I don't know. But it scared the hell out of me. And not a day goes by where I don't think about it. And I just always wonder what happened to that poor girl that I had found down there.
I've done a lot of investigations, and I've never felt that sort of energy so strongly. And I hope that it's not the case, but there is part of me that thinks that it absolutely has something to do with Carla disappearing.
See anything?
No. No, not yet.
Oh, this place is really fucking creepy.
Yeah, it is. There's like a heaviness in the air. You feel that?
Yeah. Probably just because the place is so old.
Or it's all the asbestos we're breathing in.
Let's hope not.
Why didn't we bring the masks? Did we buy some?
What the fuck was that? Did you hear that?
Yes, I heard that.
Hey,
Take a picture in there, see if you see anything.
Fuck.
What?
Camera died.
Is it the battery?
Yeah, but I mean, something must have drained it because I charged them.
Well, just use another one.
I can't. I left the battery packs in the car.
Oh, God damn it, Carla. Alright.
Just use yours. We'll be fine.
No, we should get backups. Here, I'll go get it.
You sure?
Yeah, as long as you're okay being down here by yourself.
I'll be fine. Just go. Just be quick, okay?
Alright, here. Take the camera. Keep filming.
Okay.
I'll be right back, okay?
Okay, I'll be here. Hello? Is there anyone in there? Can you hear me? I know someone's here. I can feel you. If you can, please give me a sign that you're here. Hello? Hello?
It has been nearly 2 weeks now since we first reported on the disappearance of Carla Marks. Unfortunately, no sign of Marks has been discovered, and police have officially called off their search. Resources tell us that the police are now putting their focus on the husband, Brian Marks. It has been confirmed that Marks was officially arrested earlier today in connection with his wife's disappearance. It's unknown at the time what evidence was discovered to warrant the arrest, but if you'll notice behind me, police tape has been put up around the building, and they are treating the area like a crime scene. Forensics teams have been busy here all day.
We did everything we could think of to find Carla. We sent out search parties. We had dogs search the building in the nearby woods. We drained the well and had climbers go down into it. We even searched a nearby lake just in case, but we found nothing. No trace of Carla. Nothing to even support the theory that she might be lost. That's when we turned our attention to the theory of foul play.
Once I was arrested, it was all over from there. People just assumed that if I was arrested, that I must have had something to do with Carla's disappearance.
They had nothing, and they knew it. The town was fed up with the unwanted press, and the department was under scrutiny at the time. Now, I think the police were hoping if an arrest was made, then the media attention would go away, and the whole town wanted to forget the whole thing. They wanted everything to go back to normal. So, the police were under pressure to make that happen, and they arrested my client.
I've already told you everything I know. You just don't want to believe me.
Believe you? What is there to believe? That your wife just vanished into thin air, you have no fucking clue what happened to her? Oh, wait, that's right. You think ghosts took her, right? Admit to me that you killed Carla. Okay, tell us where the body is. And, I promise you, I'll tell them you cooperated, we'll make a deal.
You don't even know she's dead. And even if she is, what makes you think I killed her?
Let's talk about the website then.
What about it?
I couldn't help but notice that the traffic has increased significantly since this little incident. Seems to me there's a lot of money to be made there. It's quite a coincidence that she vanished during one of your little investigations, isn't it?
You know what? I think I want a lawyer. Right now.
You got it.
When you arrived, how did Brian look to you?
He was exhausted and stressed, meaning he hadn't eaten or slept for days. And he was scared. You could see it in his eyes. I think he was scared because the realization that Carla was gone had settled in, and not only that she was gone, but that he was starting to get the blame for his wife's disappearance.
No one wanted to believe me anymore, and everyone just kept looking at me as if I was hiding something. Of course, they had to cut me loose eventually because they had nothing on me. But by then, the damage was done.
It's been a while since we've seen Brian. After he was released, he tried to come and talk to us, but John wouldn't have it. In fact, he went after Brian physically. We haven't seen or heard from him since.
Do I think Brian did something to Carla? Honestly, I have to believe that he did. Otherwise, what possible explanation is there? People just don't disappear without someone making them disappear, right? So if you ask me, yes. I think Brian did something to my daughter.
John believes that Brian did something to Carla. And even if he doesn't really believe it, he won't let himself think otherwise.
And why is that?
Because it's too painful any other way. I still have hope that someday my daughter will be found, but it's that hope that hurts the most. It keeps the whole thing fresh in my mind every day. I just don't think John can live like that. I think he has to assume the worst so he can move on.
I'd like to think that he didn't have anything to do with her disappearance. Of course, I mean, I guess you never really know. But I don't think that that's the case in this situation. At least I hope not.
I mean, they were planning on having kids together. I don't think that that's something you do when you're planning on murdering your wife.
So you don't think Brian was at all responsible for her disappearance?
No, I just meant that I don't think he killed her or anything. But he brought her to that place, so indirectly he was responsible.
In your opinion, what do you think happened to Carla?
I can't say what happened to Carla. Any theories I may have would be mere speculation.
Do you think Carla is the victim of some kind of paranormal incident?
As an attorney, I don't think I should answer that question.
In your opinion, do you believe that Carla's disappearance could be any way related to the paranormal?
No. I don't believe in the paranormal. I believe in facts and evidence. In my line of work, it's always people harming other people. Not to mention, I spent days at that location, along with several other detectives and forensic professionals, and none of them reported anything unusual happening to them.
I was part of the forensics team on the Carla Marks case. Several days after she disappeared, we were tasked with the job of searching the room she was last seen in for any possible trace evidence. During my investigation in that room, I started to hear these strange sounds. It sounded almost like an animal growling. I always carried a digital recorder on me to take notes if I needed to. So I held the recorder above the well to try to capture what it was I was hearing. I couldn't capture what I was hearing with my own ears, but what I was able to capture was something far more horrifying. When I played the tape back, I had to call out sick for the rest of the investigation. I was too scared to come back and work.
And in your opinion, what do you think you captured that day?
I don't believe in the supernatural world, but I believe that that day I captured the sounds of hell.
I'm Lucas Baker, the lead investigator for Signs. Brian contacted me because back in our college days, we actually used to do some investigations together, so we have a bit of a history.
I contacted Lucas because of our past history together. At this point in time, I feel like he's one of the few people that I can actually trust.
News of his wife's disappearance spread pretty quickly throughout the paranormal community. So when he called, I pretty much knew exactly what he wanted.
I am confident that he will put together the right team to do this investigation.
When she disappeared, it was fascinating to me. I mean, there have been numerous cases of people disappearing throughout history. I mean, they tend to just chalk this up to bad technology or poor resources at the time, but today we have resources that far surpass what we used to. So I'm actually pretty excited to get down there and see if we could find some answers and possibly some really strong evidence that we've never seen before.
I'm Chris Manners. I'm one of the investigators for Signs. Yeah, I'm pretty excited to know we're going to be checking out the place around the Devil's Well. There's a lot of crazy stories about that place, so, you know, who knows what we might find down there.
Hi, my name is Riley Harper, and I've been involved with Signs for about 3 years now. Well, let me put it this way. Either something supernatural happened to that girl, and the same thing could happen to all of us, or her husband did it, and now we are voluntarily putting ourselves in an abandoned building with him. How would that make you feel?
I'm Dennis Howard. I'm the tech guy for Signs. I'm in charge of the equipment and examining any evidence that we might collect. You know, if you ask me, this whole thing is a hoax. Yeah, think about it. This husband and wife own a paranormal website. What better way to drum up a little publicity than have one of you go missing? She's probably sitting on a beach somewhere drinking a fucking margarita right now.
Hi, I'm Lynn Baker. I am Lucas's younger sister, and I guess you could say I am the group's resident psychic medium. Yeah, I don't have a lot to say about this other than the fact that I have a really bad feeling about it.
My name is Kurt Schaefer, and I guess you could say that I'm a filmmaker. I've done some short films and a couple music videos for my brother's band. Actually, that's how Lucas contacted me. He's friends with my brother Nathan, so he called me, and it was his idea to try to turn this whole thing into a documentary.
I agreed to be a part of the documentary in hopes of clearing my name.
I mean, I've heard of the Devil's Well. A lot of people have. I've just never been there myself, and I don't even know if I believe any of the stories. If I'm being honest, I'm really not that excited to be going there.
That's why I want to go back to that place. I don't necessarily think that we're going to find Carla, but if we can prove that there's something paranormal going on in that place, maybe someone will finally believe me.
So how long have you lived in this town for?
Most of my life, I guess.
Most of all my life. It's a good town with good people.
So have you ever heard of the Devil's Well?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah, of course. We all have.
Have you ever been there yourself?
No, I'm too scared to go there.
Yeah, I've been up there.
Yeah, me too. Nah, definitely not. I've never been there, and I don't plan on either. Just an unholy place to go to.
Oh, are you guys here about that crap? Just go away and leave this town alone and stop exploiting us, please.
You know, after that girl disappeared, we had all sorts of people like you up here taking photos, asking questions.
Kids in high school used to go up and they used to have these stories. The stories kind of scared me.
You know, it's just a bunch of high school kids want to be Satanists hanging out up there. They just, you know, they say they hear like crazy sounds, stuff like that, but they go up there expecting to get scared, so they do. But I don't actually think the place is haunted.
Yeah, my sister went up there in high school with some of her friends, and she said one of the girls that she was with supposedly got like scratched by a ghost or something.
Well, I mean, I don't know if it has anything to do with like ghosts or anything like that, but when I was in the basement, I got really dizzy and I felt sick. But as soon as I went outside, I immediately felt better.
Look, what we have are a bunch of young kids up there drinking, taking drugs, carousing. They're in an abandoned building above an old well. That's all it is.
It's just not a good place to go. And if you plan on going down there, just don't. You know, you start messing around with the devil, and that devil start messing around with you. Understand?
Are we rolling? Yeah, we're rolling. Brian, you want to lead the way?
Yeah, sure. It's down this way.
Let's keep going.
I'm almost there. Should be right up here. It's in there.
Okay. Guys, hang back for a second. Brian, go in first and I'll follow. What are you feeling?
This is the last place Carla stood before I lost her. We still have no idea where she is, what happened to her. Sorry, it's a little overwhelming.
It's okay. It's okay, take your time.
I should have left her down there.
Hey, it's not your fault. We're here now to get answers. Okay?
Look, I think maybe this was a bad idea, okay? Whatever happened to her could happen to any one of you. I can't be held responsible for that.
We're all here by choice. We all know the risk of coming to a place like this. Focus on what we're here for. Brian. Brian. Hey. Hey, talk to me.
I'm sorry. I couldn't be in there. I just had this feeling of dread that just...
Okay, okay. Take a couple minutes, all right? All right, guys. Let's set up the generator. Let's get some lights hanging. We got some work to do.
Let's go, guys.
Yep. We're here. It's gonna be all right.
Hey, Lucas.
Yeah.
What do you want me to get?
Just get shots of everybody setting up. Yep.
Okay, cool. Hey, you busy?
No.
Can I grab you for like a quick interview or something?
Yeah, I guess.
I just, I asked everybody else why they ghost hunt, and I've never asked you, so I guess I was just, curious. Why do you do this?
It's a good question.
Hey, Kurt. Mind if I grab you for a second? I need you for a few shots.
Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah, we'll finish this later, right? Right.
Yeah.
Chris, the Dennis.
Go for Dennis.
How's camera 1 looking? Over.
It's looking good. Picture's clear, but adjust the camera to the left a little bit.
Copy that. Wait, my left or yours? Over.
Camera left, your right, over.
Copy that. Stand by. How about now? Over.
That looks good. Move on to the next one, over.
Copy that.
Dennis to Riley.
Go for Riley.
How's everything going down there?
Are you seriously checking up on me?
Hey, I just want you to know that I got my eye on you in case anything happens down there.
Dennis, don't be a creeper.
Hey, I'm just trying to help out.
All right, well, I'm heading back now.
Copy that, sounds good.
Hey, Lucas.
Yeah.
What's your sister doing over there?
Let's go find out. So, what are you feeling?
Nothing good.
That's to be expected, though, right? I mean, there's supposed to be a gateway to hell down here.
Let's hope that's not true.
If it isn't, then why did we come here? All right, team, let's get started. Riley, I want you and Chris to go explore the hallways. Kurt, stay with them.
Okay.
Lynn and I will investigate the well. Dennis, you know your job.
What about me?
I'm gonna have you stay behind, help Dennis keep an eye on the monitors for now. I'll come get you in a bit and we'll investigate together. Give us about an hour, then come meet us back here.
Sounds good, dude.
Cool.
Let's roll.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
I mean, I'm not hearing anything yet anyway.
I don't hear much. Yeah. What's this doing here?
It's a pair of gloves.
Yeah. They've been here a while.
Apparently, Big Daddy was here. Whoever that is.
He was here back when they were still doing graffiti with the paintbrush.
It's this Pussy Cafe, huh?
It says
They're
Pussy
fresh out of
Cafe.
everything.
I don't think the Pussy Cafe is open.
No, it's not definitely.
I don't think so either. Come on, that's the best you got?
Bummer. No ghosts in there either.
All right then. We'll have to look through these later to see if anything pops up.
Yeah, definitely.
Also, the silhouette of a naked woman.
135 pounds.
Well.
That's
She got that nice hour.
All right, guys.
Part of the Pussy Cafe.
Well, no, there are actual dates on the other side past the naked woman. But clearly you didn't see that.
Well, I actually just heard something. Like, seriously, I just heard something.
Meter's still low. Not zero, but low.
Let's keep going.
Come on, Kurt. Right then.
Huh.
What camera did you put down here?
4.
Why don't you radio Dennis and let him know we're approaching? He likes to keep tabs on us, you know.
Yes, he does. Riley Dennis?
Go for Dennis.
Chris and I are approaching camera 4.
Yeah, roger that. Riley and Chris are approaching camera 4. Make a note of that. Yeah.
Okay. Got it. So, how long have you been doing all this?
I've been doing this for about 12 years now. You know, this stuff has always kind of fascinated me, but I guess you could say that I'm the skeptic of the team. You know, I like to think that I bring a necessary cynicism to the group.
You've been with Signs the whole time?
No, I've only been with Signs for about 5 years now. Chris and Lucas, they were together before that, and then they asked me to join up.
I didn't even ask, what's to do with Chris?
What, with the gun?
Yeah, I mean, Who brings a gun on a ghost hunt?
I don't know. That's always been his thing. Don't worry, he's got a permit.
Okay, but you can't exactly shoot a ghost, so...
Who said anything about shooting a ghost? You know, these places, they tend to attract some weird types. You never know who or what you'll run into around here. There was this one time we were in upstate New York. We were at an abandoned hospital, and we come upon a pack of wolves. Chris fires his gun in the air a couple of times, scares them off. It was actually pretty badass.
Yeah, I guess it makes sense when you put it like that.
You know, to be honest, I'm happy he has it with him tonight.
Yeah, why's that?
I'm not sure that any of us trust you.
Check it out.
Huh?
See? Door.
It's a very industrial door. Whoa.
Holy shit.
What? What's in there?
Look at this.
A big piece of machinery. Huh.
This thing's huge.
Yeah. There's two more of them.
Photos, yeah.
Holy shit. What the fuck? What do you think about this place? I mean, like in general.
Definitely has a weird vibe, I'll give it that.
A weird vibe, sure, but it's no weirder than any of the other places we've been in.
I'm pretty sure this is worse.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, there's something in the air, it's like really unsettling.
You don't really think that well in there is a portal to hell, do you?
You can see why people would think that.
Why? Because it's in a dark and creepy basement?
Exactly.
Come on. I mean, if you think about it, like really think about it. Heaven is always in the sky, right? And hell's always in the ground. But we know that if I start drilling a hole right now, I'm not gonna get to hell. It's not really true. So like, why does a portal to hell have to be in a dark and creepy basement? Couldn't it be anywhere?
I mean, maybe that's your answer. People associate the sky with heaven and hell with being underground. So if there is a portal to hell, it's going to be in a place like this because it's exactly where people expect it to be.
So you're saying that if that well was a portal to hell, it would appear in a place like this precisely because that's where we would expect it to be.
Chris, that's exactly what I just said.
Yeah. Yeah. That's interesting. Very interesting. I still don't think it's a portal to hell.
Think what you will. Look, is that not hair or is that just like really dusty spider webs? I can't tell.
It might be hair. Why would there be hair on that?
I don't know. I can't tell.
Huh. Is that you?
Did you hear that? Is that you?
What?
Is it going off? What's in there?
Can you see in there?
No. Just dark.
Is your meter still going up?
No, it stopped as soon as it said. It's going crazy.
What do you like? Is there anything in your photos or anything?
Check it.
Let's see.
Oh shit! It stopped.
Done.
No.
Huh?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Got something to report. Radio Dennis and let him know.
All right.
What is it?
There's definitely a strong concentration of energy right here. Dark energy.
EMF is normal.
Feel over this. It's colder over this well than it is in the rest of the room. You feel that?
Yeah, I do. I'm gonna take your temperature reading in a while. Lucas to Dennis?
Go for Dennis.
Can you give me a temperature readout of the room?
Stand by.
Yeah, your room is reading at a steady 61 degrees.
Copy that. I'm gonna take a thermal reading of the well. Stand by. Alright, the well is reading at 43 degrees. Once again, that's 43 degrees. Over.
Copy that, 43 degrees.
It's kind of strange, right?
Well, the water's cold, so the well's probably reading colder.
Yeah, but that's almost a 20-degree difference.
Yeah, but the water's probably coming up from pretty deep, so I don't think it's anything to really get worked up over.
I feel like there's someone here with us. A woman? Or a girl, maybe? I hear a woman screaming. Several women. There's something else. I feel a male presence too, but his energy is... It feels like they're being controlled by him. In some way. He does not feel human. He feels... The first girl who jumped in the well, I feel her.
Well, what about that recording that the crime scene woman took?
What about it?
What are your thoughts on it? I mean, she's a third party. She has nothing to gain from any of this, so what?
Well, she made that recording after they drained the well, right?
Yeah.
All right, well then it's probably just air rushing out of the hole and distorting the mics.
Yeah, I guess that's a possibility.
Is there someone here with us? I can feel you.
Call her name. Mary Woods.
Mary? Is that you, honey? It's okay if you want to talk to me. I'm here to help you.
Hey, what is it? Lynn. Tell me what's wrong.
Get out! Get out!
Lynn, jeez. Lynn, come back to me. Lynn, you okay? What the fuck happened?
Oh God. Something got inside me. Where are you? Something got inside me.
Okay, all right, come on. Let's get you in the other room.
What the hell was all that screaming about?
I don't know. Something happened to Lynn in there. Here, sit down. Here, keep recording.
How are you feeling?
Sorry, I had to get out of there. Whatever is in there overpowered me.
Okay, look, what exactly happened in there? Play back the recorder.
Mary? Is that you, honey?
Stop it.
It's okay.
Right there. Did you hear that? It sounded like a growling. Play it back.
Mary? Is that you, honey?
Right there.
Yeah, I heard it that
It's
time.
okay if you want to.
There is definitely something else in there with us.
Look, let me put it through a few filters, clean it up, see exactly what we're dealing with.
All right, work on it. I'm going back in there. Brian, you're coming with me.
Okay.
Then you stay here with Dennis until you feel better.
Okay.
Let's go.
No sign of anybody down here, huh?
Well, it's pretty quiet.
Quiet.
Watch your head, guys.
Thanks. Doing all right, Kurt?
Yeah, I'm doing all right, I guess.
What do you think about all this?
Honestly, I don't know. It's not really my thing.
Not your thing?
No.
Why'd you agree to come along?
I don't know. Lucas just called me and asked me to do this documentary. I really didn't know I was going to be coming here with you guys.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Holy shit. So you don't believe in ghosts, or are you scared of them?
Maybe a little bit of both, I guess. I don't really know.
Oh, come on, ghosts aren't that
Whoa,
bad.
whoa.
What is
it? What is it?
Come on. Shit!
I swear I saw somebody. It looked like they walked across the hall. They came into this room. Hello! Hello!
Riley to Dennis?
Go for Dennis.
Yeah, is there anyone else in the hallway or the rooms with us?
No, everyone's down here. Why?
Chris thought he saw movement in one of the rooms, so just keep an eye out.
Copy that. I'll keep my eyes open.
I swear I saw something. It looked like a person.
No, I believe you.
What do you want to do? You want to stay down here and look around some more, or you want to go back?
No, let's stay here. We might be onto something. Why don't you double check in here, look
Yeah.
around, and I'm gonna go this way with Kurt.
All right, I'll cut across. Yeah, you go around. I'll meet you guys on the other side. Be careful.
Do you actually think he saw something?
I mean, Chris fucks around a lot, but he takes his work seriously.
Yeah.
Shit! God! Chris! Hey. Kurt, what happened?
What happened? You alright? You alright?
No, like something pushed me, man.
Hey, you sure you didn't trip?
No, I didn't.
You sure
fucking
you didn't trip?
I didn't fucking trip. All right, something like pulled me to the ground. I want to head back with the others.
Dude, you can't go anywhere. You got a job to do. Just wait a second.
No, you wait a second.
You wait a
All right,
second.
fuck it.
Dude,
Fuck it.
Hey.
I'm out.
Hey!
Chris, just let him go.
Kurt!
Just let him go.
Kurt!
Fuck this shit, man. Fuck. It's fucking bullshit. Where the fuck am I going? I don't know where the fuck I'm going. Oh, God. Where the fuck is this, huh? Okay. Oh, fuck. What the fuck was that? Okay. Oh, fuck. Chris! Riley! Oh, shit. Oh. I thought they were in this room. Fuck. Hey, where are you guys?
Hey!
Oh shit! God damn it,
man. What the fuck are you doing?
Dude,
What's wrong?
I fucking saw somebody at the end of one of the hallways.
Okay.
No, you guys were right. There's like somebody down here or something. I got it on the camera. I got it on the camera. I'll show you guys.
All right, we're gonna go check in with Dennis and the crew, and then see the footage. Let's go.
Take a breath. Let's go.
All right. Dude, you guys are right. There's somebody or something down here. I don't know. Shit.
But you got it. You got it on camera.
Yeah, it's on the camera. Well, I'll show you the footage when we get there. All right.
God damn it.
Do you feel anything?
Yeah.
It's almost like there's some kind of heavy weight bearing down on me. What? You don't feel that?
No.
I mean, Lynn seems pretty convinced there's something in here. Is she usually right about this kind of stuff?
I've never seen her be wrong before.
I don't know if that's a relief or not.
Hey guys, we got something to look at.
What's going on?
Kurt got pushed in the hallway and he also caught someone on
Whoa,
camera.
whoa, what do you mean?
He said he got pushed. I think he tripped.
Listen, are you sure you didn't
No,
just trip?
he got pushed. I was there.
She
I
was
saw
there.
it.
Did you see it?
My back was turned.
I'm telling you, something like pushed me to the ground. But it doesn't matter. I got footage of like, I don't know. I think it's somebody in the hallway. You guys should see it, all right? Just hold on.
Look, do I believe something is happening here? Yeah, I believe you. It's just the whole point was to come down here and get proof. Static on a digital recorder is not enough. I need more.
Do you think it's possible that this well is a gateway to hell?
Look, I don't believe in heaven or hell. Not in the traditional sense anyway. I believe in energy. Okay, energy is something that you can measure and you can feel. And there's a clear distinction between positive and negative energy. And certain places tend to act as magnets, like this well. But for whatever reason, maybe because of all the dark things that have happened here, you guys are feeling a lot of negative energy. And I need more. I need evidence. I need to be able to prove it, or...
Right there.
What the fuck was that?
See that? That was somebody in the hallway with me, all right?
That's not one of us.
It's a person, man. I swear to God.
Wait, radio Lucas. Tell him to get them.
Dennis to Lucas.
Go for Lucas.
Lucas, I think you need to come down here. Kurt has something you need to look at.
I'm on my way. Stay here. Okay? And don't stop filming.
This is not good.
Okay, what do you have?
Hey, gotta see this.
Okay. I'll just show you. Hold on. Okay? Okay. Alright. Alright, see, I'm going down the hallways. What? Hello? Oh my God. Carl? Carl? Right there. You see that? You see that? There was somebody in the hallway with me. Play it again. Okay, hold on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Something is going on with camera one. Chris, with me. Kurt, let's go. Kurt, let's go. Shit. Is that her? Shit. Is that her?
Hey.
Fuck, what's she doing?
Carla, my name is Lucas. Lucas Baker. I'm here to help you. Do you understand me?
Carla, hey, it's me.
Go easy.
It's Brian. You okay? Can you talk to me? Hey.
Go get a blanket or a coat, something.
It's okay.
Where the hell did she come from?
I don't know. I went out for 2 seconds. I come back and she's standing there.
What the fuck is going on?
Carla.
What?
Carla's in the well room.
Serious?
Chris, come here. Yeah, Chris. All right, run upstairs, pull the van around, call the cops, and take a camera with you. Take the goddamn camera! And that goes for everybody else. I don't know what the fuck is going on here.
I need to talk to you.
Not now.
Yes, now.
I'm gonna stay with them.
What is it?
Hey, look, could you just get that out of my face for a second?
No, document everything. Look, make it quick because I want to get back in there and talk to her.
That's what I want to talk to you about. Don't you think this whole thing is just a little too convenient? You leave him alone in that room and she just magically appears?
Well, what are you saying?
I'm saying that this is some sort of a hoax or a setup. I don't trust it. Lucas, just think about it. Everything that has happened down here has a rational explanation. We are being fucked with.
All the more reason to record everything. Okay, either we are witnessing some amazing paranormal event or we are the victims of some elaborate hoax. Either way, I need evidence.
What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck locked this? Fuck!
You know what? Set up some cameras in here because I want to talk to her before the cops arrive.
We need to wait on the police and let them sort this out.
No, because if this is actually paranormal, the police aren't going to know what to do with it and they'll sweep it under the rug. This is our chance to actually find out what happened to that girl. This could be big.
Lucas! We got a problem, man. We're locked in here. What
do you mean locked?
The door we came in, it's locked.
You sure?
Yeah, it's locked, man.
This is what I am talking about. There is something going on down here, and I don't think it's paranormal.
What do you mean? You think Brian did this? Why would he do that?
Because this whole fucking thing was planned.
When would he have done this? You were with him most of the time.
And where the hell did she come from? And don't tell me that fucking hole because I'm not buying it.
Okay. Okay, Chris, find us another way out of here. That couldn't be the only door.
Yeah, right. All right, man. Come on.
Dennis, you may be right, but the only way I'm gonna find out is if I talk to that girl. Agreed?
Fine. I mean, we're stuck down here. We might as well do something.
Good. Okay, I'm gonna talk to Brian. Just set up the cameras. Has she said anything yet?
No, nothing.
All right, let's get her up in the other room. I need to talk to her.
What? No. Hey. She's not acting like herself.
Well, that's the whole point. I need to know if she's acting at all.
What are you talking about?
Don't you think it's a little convenient that you're down here by yourself and then she just suddenly appears?
Oh, I get it. So what, you two think this is just some big fucking hoax or something? Let me tell you something. Last year of my life has been a goddamn nightmare. Okay, I had no idea where my wife was, and everyone's looking at me like I had something to do with it. Do you have any idea what that is like? Now she's back proving I didn't do anything to her, and what? You guys want to stand here and accuse me of staging this whole thing?
Listen, it is a possibility that we have to consider.
Oh, fuck you, man. I trusted you.
Hey, listen, okay? I believe you, but there are a whole lot of other people out there that won't, and this may be your only chance to stop the accusations before they even start, and you know that they're coming. Without any proof of what happened down here, nobody's gonna believe anything. Let me talk to her.
Fine. But I want to be in there when you do it.
Absolutely. Let's set up the cameras.
I think we can enter the room now, okay?
Are we rolling?
Yeah, we're rolling.
Dennis, do you have a visual?
Affirmative.
Good. Keep an eye on us.
And radio if anything unusual happens.
Copy that. This is bullshit.
You really think this is all fake?
Yeah, I do.
Well, then why the hell would they bring us down here?
We come in here, they start screwing around with us, we claim that this place is haunted. There, we just validated their story.
But there really is something going on.
You don't know that for sure, Riley.
Kurt got pushed. Chris and I saw movement in the hallways. We got something on camera.
And all of that can be rationally explained. This place has been hyped up. We can't let it get into our heads. Look, there may be very well something paranormal going on here. All I'm saying is I don't think anything happened to Carla. Think about it. Just take a step back and think about it. Did she just go to hell and now she's back?
Well, where the hell did she come from then?
Can you tell me your name? Do you remember your name?
My name doesn't matter.
It matters to me. I need you to tell me your name.
Carl, just tell me your name.
Brian, if you say one more thing, we're through here and you're on your own. Understand? I need you to tell me your name.
We should radio Chris. He's been gone for a while. There's someone here. What? Where are you going?
Follow her. She should be alone.
Take a camera.
Lynn!
My name no longer matters.
Why doesn't it matter?
A name means nothing in this world.
What do you mean, this world? Do you know where you are?
I am where you are.
Lynn, wait! Where are you going?
They're coming.
What? Who? What are you talking about?
They're coming.
Lynn, you're scaring me. Where are you going?
Do you know how long you've been gone for?
I haven't gone anywhere.
You don't know you've been missing.
I've been right here,
In this building.
in that room,
What have you been doing?
waiting.
Waiting for what?
Them.
Who?
They're already here.
Dennis DeRiley.
They're coming. Lynn, wait! What is it?
I just saw movement by camera 5. I need you to go check it out right now.
No, Lynn is acting weird. Lynn, wait! She's acting weird. I should stay with her.
Lynn will be fine. If there is somebody else down there, we need to know.
Call Chris. Lynn, where are you going? Come back!
Nowhere near there. Just go check it out.
Lynn, wait, stop! Fuck.
What the hell is that? Kurt.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Okay.
Dennis, I don't see anybody here.
Dennis. Shit. Oh, fuck.
Dennis, do you copy?
Fuck.
Hello? Hello, Dennis? Riley to Dennis.
How long were you in that room for?
Time isn't relevant.
Why not?
Look, I think we should stop.
Was anyone else in the room with you?
Yes.
Who?
Him?
Who is him?
The one they're coming for.
The one who is coming for?
They're coming to serve him.
Does he have a name?
He needs no name. For he is the ruler of this world.
Krista Dennis.
Krista Dennis.
Krista Riley.
Krista Riley.
Can anybody hear me? Fuck.
They've come for me.
Who has come for you? Who has come for you? Tell me. Fuck. 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 What the fuck is going on out there? I'll check it out. Wait, please, wait. Tell me what the fuck is going on. I know you know. I am fucking done playing games here.
Whoa. No.
God damn it, Carla, I know you know what's going on. Tell me right now.
So, Detective, with all the evidence that you've seen now, are you willing to admit that something paranormal might have happened to Carla Marks?
Some people, when they hear a noise in the middle of the night, are quick to assume that it's a ghost, when in reality, they should be more concerned about somebody being in the house who wants to cause them harm. That's what we have here. People murdering people, just like every other case I've ever worked on. Now, I'll be the first to admit that those tapes raise a lot of questions. And until we find Carla or the other people on those tapes, those questions will not have answers. But I'm more than certain that when we do find those answers, they will not be paranormal.
Lynn and I grew up in a haunted house, and with a single mother who had 2 jobs, that was not easy for her, dealing with kids who were scared of ghosts all the time. So we had to find some other way to deal with it. Lynn could always see and feel things that I couldn't, so I did what I could. I researched. I delved into any book about the paranormal, trying to find some sort of scientific explanation for what was happening. I became obsessed, trying to prove that it wasn't just my imagination and I wasn't just scared of nothing. I went to college, I started Signs, and we've been working on it ever since.
After high school, I went and joined the Corps, did 2 tours in Afghanistan. I didn't see any really crazy combat, but you know, it makes you think about these things, you know, and you know, life after death, ghosts, whatever. So, you know, I came back, and after a little while, I reconnected with Lucas, and I think he could tell that I was just kind of floundering, you know, and I needed something to do. So he offered me to tag along, and yeah, I fucking loved it. Like, it turned into a permanent position. It's a great way for me to get my kicks, get the bills paid, maybe answer some questions, you know.
I used to have an imaginary friend when I was a kid, or at least that's what my parents called him. He was this little boy that would come visit me in my room. And then my parents, as I grew up, convinced me that he wasn't real. And I eventually stopped seeing him. So I guess I got involved with paranormal investigations as a way to reconnect with my childhood and to prove to myself that he was real and not a result of an overactive imagination. And it also reminds me of a better time in my life.
I'm not like the others. You know, I didn't grow up in a haunted house. I didn't see ghosts when I was a kid. In fact, I've seen very little in my life that I would actually call paranormal. My brother William claimed that he was possessed by a demon that was trying to control his mind. And he was also a diagnosed severe schizophrenic. And he killed himself when he was 23. So I began investigating the paranormal, because if there was even a 1% chance that my brother was telling the truth, then I owed it to him to find that truth. But until I am presented with absolute proof, I remain a skeptic.
As a kid, I didn't really understand what was happening to me. And it didn't help that my mom didn't believe me. And then Lucas had the idea to start this group, and that was the first time really that I felt valued for what I had always thought of as something that made me different. For the first time, I wasn't really alienated from a group. I was a part of a group, and that was nice.